Developing customer relation skills. English of human resources. Reporters. Qzit Altali S. Rosello Regin. Budik Giselme Ace. Declan Josephino. And Quiyata Junali T. Here there are 3 guide questions. 1. What is the importance of customer relation skills? 2. What are the types of nonverbal and verbal communication? 3. How can effective communication skills help in building strong customer relationship?
The importance of understanding different types of communication and adapting to the appropriate context and environment. Communication varies based on the situation, and what may be acceptable in one setting may not be appropriate in another. So this highlights the significance of recognizing various forms of communication and being able to adjust your communication style to suit the specific situation and surroundings. It underscores the idea that how you communicate can change depending on circumstances, and what might be considered suitable or effective in one context may not be so in another. In essence, it emphasizes the need to be adaptable and sensitive to the demands of diverse communication settings to effectively convey your message and interact with others. So let's start first with the facial expressions. The human face is extremely expressive, conveying countless emotions without saying a word. Unlike some forms of nonverbal communication, facial expressions are universal. So this highlights the potent role of facial expressions in communication. It points out that our faces can convey a wide range of emotions and messages even when we don't speak. Additionally, it emphasizes that facial expressions are generally understood across cultures, making them a universal form of nonverbal communication. Second is the body movements and posture. Consider how your perception of people are affected by how they sit, walk, stand up, or hold their heads. This text draws attention to the significance of body language, including posture and movements, in shaping our perceptions of others. It suggests that how people carry themselves, their posture, their movements can influence the way we perceive them and their attitudes. So the third one is gestures. We wave, point, plead, and often use our hands when we are arguing or speaking animatedly. However, the meaning of gestures can vary across cultures and regions, so it's important to be careful to avoid misinterpretations. This discusses the use of gestures in communication. It points out that people often use hand gestures to emphasize or convey their points during conversations or arguments. However, it also highlights the potential for misunderstandings, as a meaning of gestures can differ from one culture or region to another. Therefore, it suggests that individuals should be cautious to prevent misinterpretations in using gestures across cultural communications.
In nonverbal communication, understanding the importance of eye contact, touch, space, and voice adds creativity and enjoyment in an interactions. First, let me explain the importance of eye contact in nonverbal communication. Eye contact refers to the eye-to-eye connections in communications. Eye contact allows the speaker to connect with their audience. Eye contact involves the gaze between individuals expressing connections or disinterest. For example, maintaining eye contact during conversation signals attentiveness. Next is touch. Touch is also known as haptics that communicate emotions and intentions through physical contact. It conveys various messages and emotions ranging from comfort to support. In understanding the meaning of the touch, it is important to consider cultural norms and personal boundaries. For instance, a firm handshake can convey confidence and warmth in a professional setting. Also, a comforting hug during the difficult time or a pat on the back can show support or strengthen the connections through touch. In addition, in nonverbal communication, understanding space refers to the personal space to convey message. It's about respecting personal boundaries. Furthermore, space is also known as proximus. For example, if you're having conversation with someone, you may stand 2 to 3 feet away to respect their personal boundaries. In that way, you also respect yourself. You put boundaries between the two of you. Another example is that if someone is consistently step back during the conversations, this might be the sign that someone's need more space or desire to end the interactions. Certainly, in non-verbal communication, voice refers to the tone, pitch, volume, and other vocal qualities that use to convey meaning. Always remember that in non-verbal communication, voice focus on how you say it, it's not what you say. For example, a warm and happy tone express friendliness, while a cold and lonely tone voice might indicate that she is not okay but she don't want to discuss it. Therefore, understanding eye contact, touch, space, and voice in nonverbal communication is crucial as they form silent language that often speak louder than words. These elements contribute in building rapport, conveying emotion, and establishing connections that goes beyond verbal expressions. Mastering these aspects enhance interpersonal relationship and foster effective communication in various social and professional settings.
So there are types of communication, the verbal and nonverbal communication. And for today, I'm going to tackle the verbal communication. So what is the verbal communication? The verbal communication is the act of conveying information, thoughts, ideas, and emotions through spoken language. It involves using words and vocal sounds to express oneself and interact with others. In verbal communication is a fundamental and often primary mode of human interaction. It can take various forms and it is used in a wide range of situations. Here are some examples of verbal communication. Number 1, a face-to-face conversations. When 2 or more people engage in a spoken conversation, they are using a verbal communication. This can be an informal chat with friends or a formal discussion in business meeting. Number 2, phone calls. Speaking with someone over the phone is a form of verbal communication, whether it's for personal conversations or professional purposes. Number 3, public speaking. In public speakers use verbal communication to address an audience. This can include giving speeches, lectures, or presentations. Number 4, classroom lectures. Teachers use verbal communication to impart knowledge and information to students through spoken words. Number 5, radio and podcasts. Radio hosts and podcast communicate verbally to share information, entertain, and engage with their listeners. Number 6, interviews. In job interviews, news interviews, or any form of Q&A involve verbal communication between the interviewer and the interviewee. Number 7, um, customer service calls. When customers interact with a company's support team over the phone, it's a form of verbal communication. Number 8, voice message. Voice messages. Leaving a voicemail or sending voice messages through applications is another sample of verbal communication. Number 9, singing and music. Singers used verbal communication to convey lyrics and emotions through songs. Number 10, voice commands. Interacting with voice activated device like smart speakers involves giving verbal commands. So, verbal communication is a crucial aspect of human interaction, enabling individuals to share information, express feelings, negotiate, learn, and build relationships. It is versatile and effective means of conveying complex ideas and emotions. So that's it for verbal communication.
Now, let's continue in understanding the importance of effective communication. Effective communication is the process of exchanging ideas, opinion, knowledge, and data so that the message will receive with clarity and purpose. Effective communications involve clear expressions of ideas, active listening, understanding customer needs, building trust, and resolving issues effectively. Therefore, it is important to understand the customer needs. In order to understand the customer needs, active listening is needed. Active listening is the practice of giving full attention in a communication exchange. Active listening skills involves fully focusing, understanding, responding to a speaker, demonstrating genuine interest through verbal and non-verbal cues. It is about being present and engaged in the conversations. For example, in work meeting, active listening would mean giving your full attention to a colleague, paraphrasing their points to show comprehension, and asking relevant questions to ensure clarity. Since you actively listen to your customer intention, desires, and needs, it would be easy for you to provide a clear, correct, concise, complete, and compassionate ideas or solution to address their concerns. Through active listening skills, you can establish a foundation of trust with your customer. Building trust in communications involves being transparent and keeping your commitments. Always remember that in resolving any issues, active listening is the key. Make sure you understand others before you express yourself.
Effective communication skills are essential for resolving issues efficiently. Effective communication skills enable individuals to clearly express their concerns, listen actively to others, and collaboration on finding solutions. This fosters mutual understanding and minimizes misunderstandings, making issues resolution quicker and more successful. Example of resolving an issue effectively with effective communication skills is when two friends, Alexa and Emma, had a misunderstanding about their weekend plans. Instead of getting frustrated, they talked openly, clarified their expectation, and reached a consensus, ensuring a fun weekend together. So now, let me explain to you the providing accurate information, which is part of the effective communication skills that is very essential to communicate to customers. So, providing accurate information. Effective communications ensures that customers receive accurate information. Providing accurate information and effective communication skills means conveying facts, details, and data truthfully and clearly, ensuring that message is reliable, free from errors or biases, and easily understood by the recipient. This builds trust and promotes successful communication. So here is the example. An example of providing accurate information in a work setting is a project manager sharing precise data on the project's progress, including timelines, milestones, and potential challenges without exaggeration or distortion. This allows the team to make informed decisions based on reliable information. So, next is managing expectation. Communication skills allow you to manage customers' expectation effectively. So, managing expectation and effectively, communication means being clear, transparent, and honest about what you can deliver and when to prevent misunderstanding and build trust in your interactions. It involves setting boundaries, active listening, and following through on commitments. Certainly, here's a concise example of managing expectation and effective communication. In the scenario, you are meeting a friend for dinner at a restaurant. Effective communication in managing expectation. You send a message to your friend. Let's meet at the restaurant at 7 p.m. I'll be a bit late, but I should arrive by 7:15 p.m. By communicating your expected arrival time, you manage your friend's expectation, ensuring they won't be waiting in uncertainty, and you set a clear meeting time. So, next is engaging in proactive communication. Regular and proactive communication with customers help build strong relationships. Engaging in proactive communication and effective communication skills. Engaging in proactive communication in effective communication skills means taking the initiative to share information, express thoughts, or address issues without waiting to be prompted. It involves being proactive in conveying messages, asking questions, and fostering open and productive dialogues rather than relying solely on reactive communication where you respond when approached. Proactive communication is essential for building stronger relationships, preventing misunderstanding, and driving effectively collaboration. So, engaging in proactive communication, here's a short example of engaging in proactive communication. Imagine you're working on a group project and you anticipate that there might be a scheduling conflict for an upcoming team meeting. Instead of waiting for the issue to arise later, you proactively send a message to your team, suggesting alternative meeting times and explaining your potential conflict. This proactive communication helps prevent last-minute changes, promotes understanding, and keeps the project on track. So next, receiving feedback and improving. It involves actively seeking feedback from customers. Receiving feedback and actively working to improve based on it is essential for personal and professional growth. Feedback provides valuable insight into one's strength and areas for development. It's crucial to approach feedback with an open mind, being receptive to constructive criticism and not take it personally. Instead, view it as an opportunity for learning and growth. When receiving feedback, ask clarifying questions to fully understand the input. Implementing feedback often involves seeking specific goals. Seeking support of resources is needed and tracking progress. Consistent self-reflection and a growth mindset can lead to continuous improvement over time. Receiving feedback involves accepting input from others about your performance or actions. Improving means using that feedback to make positive changes or enhancement to your skills, behavior, or work. It's a cycle of seeking, accepting, and acting on feedback to become better. Example, let's say you receive feedback from your supervisor that your presentation at work could be more engaging. To improve, you might study effective presentation techniques, practice in front of colleagues, and incorporate storytelling in your next presentation, resulting in more engaging and impactful delivery. So, that's it.
Hi, my name is Sarah and I'm having trouble with my order. I received the wrong size and color. I was really looking forward to wearing this dress for an event and now I'm quite disappointed.
Hi, Sarah. I apologize for the inconvenience caused. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when an order doesn't meet your expectations. Let me assure you that I will do everything I can to rectify this situation.
That will be great. I just hope it can be resolved quickly as the event is this weekend.
I understand the urgency and I will make sure we resolve this as soon as possible. To begin, could you please provide me with your order number? This will help you locate your order details more efficiently.
Sure, let me find it for you. It's just number 123456.
Thank you, Sarah. I've located your order and I see the discrepancy you mentioned. Rest assured I will take care of this for you. Given the time constraint, let me arrange an expedited exchange for you so you will receive the correct size and color in time for your event. Is that okay?
Yes, that will be perfect. Thank you for understanding and taking swift action.
You're welcome, Sarah. I'll process the exchange request immediately. As a token of our apology for the inconvenience caused, I'd also like to offer you a 10% discount on your next purchase with us. Will that be okay?
Oh, that's very generous. Thank you so much.
Of course, Sarah. We value your satisfaction and this is the least we can do for you. The inconvenience caused. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
I really appreciate your help and the excellent customer service you provided.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your assistance. Have a great day.
To wrap up the lesson, the discussion is all about developing customer relation skills. There are nonverbal communication, includes facial expressions, body language, gestures, eye contact, touch, space, and tone of voice. Additionally, verbal communication is the face-to-face conversation. Phone calls, public speeches, presentations, and interviews. Developing customer relation skills is crucial for any business to thrive and succeed. In this lesson, we discussed various strategies and techniques to enhance customers' relations. Firstly, we emphasized the importance of actively listening to customer needs and concerns by giving undivided attention and acknowledging their concerns. We can build trust and develop long-lasting relationships. Secondly, we discussed the significance of effective communication. Clear and concise. Communication helps in conveying the right message to customers and addressing their queries promptly. It is essential to use appropriate channels such as phone calls, emails, or social media based on customers' preferences. Building empathy and understanding towards customers was another key aspect covered in this lesson. By putting ourselves in their shoes and understanding their perspectives, we can better cater to their needs and provide personalized solutions. We also highlighted the importance of problem solving and conflict resolution skills. Inevitably, conflict may arise, but by actively working towards resolving them in a fair and satisfactory manner, we can strengthen relationships with customers. Additionally, we emphasize the significance of going the extra mile to exceed customer expectations by providing exceptional service and adding value. We can exceed customer satisfaction, resulting in loyal and repeat customers. Lastly, we discussed the role of feedback and continuous improvement in developing customers' relations. Actively seeking feedback and using it constructively to improve our products or services demonstrate our commitment to customer satisfaction. So, in conclusion, developing customer relation skills involve active listening, effective communication, empathy, problem solving, going to extra mile, and continuous improvement. By incorporating these strategies into our business practices, we can build strong and lasting relationships with customers, ultimately leading to business success. That's all.